The Calakmul rainforest is home of the jaguar, one of the most endangered big cats in the Americas. One of the causes is deforestation and illegal logging reduce the jaguar's natural habitat. One the consequence is without conservation programs, the jaguar population could decline, further affecting the balance of the entire ecosystem. And other curious fact is that the volunteers in Calakmul use camera traps to study wildlife activity, because many animals in the rainforest are elusive and active mostly at night, making direct observation difficult. One of the consequences is that the camera traps provide valuable scientific data that helps design better conservation strategies.
One curious fact, Mazunte is home to the Mexican Turtle Center, one of the most important turtle conservation institutions in the country. Because for decades, sea turtles were heavily hunted in Oaxaca for their meats, eggs, and shells. Consequence. Thanks to protection program, turtle populations are slowly recovering, but constant monitoring is still necessary. Two curious facts. Volunteers patrol beaches at night because most sea turtles nest under the cover of darkness. Cause nesting at night helps turtles avoid predators and extreme heat. Consequence: night patrol reduces poaching and screams the survival change of hatchlings.
One curious fact in the Amazon orphaned monkeys are they often cared for in shelters before being released back into the wild. Cause illegal wildlife trafficking separates young monkeys from their mothers. Consequence: without rehabilitation, these animals will struggle to survive, but shelters give them a second chance and help maintain biodiversity. Two curious fact: the Amazon River is one of the main transportation routes to reach conservation stations, since many areas are only accessible by boat. The dense dune and lack of roads make river travel the most practical option. Consequently, this isolation protects the rainforest from mass tourism, but also makes conservation work more challenging and resource intensive.
Interesting fact: participation in volunteer activities and the Sian Khan Biosphere Reserve. Cause interesting in biodiversity conservation and the desire to contribute to the environment. Consequence: learning about the importance of biodiversity conservation, teamwork with US conservationists, and planning for future conservation projects. And two interesting fact: appreciation for the preservation of our planet natural resource. Cause experience and the Sian Khan Biosphere Reserve and the performance of conservation activists. Consequence: rather awareness of the role that individuals can play in making a difference in the environment.
Here are two curious facts from a Calcum Biosphere Reservoir experience with its cause and consequence in English. In curious, one curious facts. Calcum is not only natural reservoir but also home the only of the most important Mayan archaeologic site in Mexico. Cause the combination of cultural heritage and biodiversity make Calcum an unique place reserve record, recognized as UNESCO Mixed World Maritime City. Consequence: protecting the reservoirs safeguards both the ancient Mayan history and the suburban of and the work expression like the jaguar and tapir. Curious facts: volunteers help monitor water quality in these reservoirs to evaluate the health health of ecosystem. Cause water source can be affected by climate change, human activity, and pollution. Consequence is moni- monitor uses clean water for water treat and helps detect important TRCL which support long-term conservation.